Socialist Republic of Yugoslavia, Serbia is was probably part of it, have been fairly close. We've got, I don't know how many, hundreds of thousands of Serbian guest workers in Germany who've settled there with their families, well implanted in Germany. So this is always an element that might play some part, its part in foreign policy deliberations. The economic relations were quite close. Serbia was not just delivering guest workers, and many of them stayed in Germany. It was also the workbench for many German firms. For example, I know that Adidas and sports were produced their stuff in Serbia. So the relationship after the war developed in a rather favorable way. And there's another element which one might mention. For many people on the left side of the political spectrum in Germany, Serbia, the socialist system of Serbia, was a bit like a shining example. Possibly because most of these people who were of this opinion had been shown around on the sunny side of Serbia and hadn't seen the political suppression under the old regime. So generally speaking, one must say there is no genuine ill feeling in Germany against Serbia. I would say it's neutral, if not friendly. As Federico said, we'll have parliamentary elections in May, 1st of May, I think. I wouldn't be that pessimistic from a European point of view, because the Prime Minister Kostunica was quite hardline Serb, and I saw him on television yesterday or the day before yesterday, and he said, well, all political groupings in Serbia want to join the European Union. Some wanted with Kosovo and others without. So he obviously wanted to join the European Union, being part of Serbia. This was the message behind. Somebody has asked a rhetorical question. If young Serbs have the choice and can they get a visa, will they go to Russia or will they go to the European Union states? And I think the answer is obvious. Russia really has nothing to offer, not much to offer. So in that sense, I would assume, will this parliamentary election reinforce, strengthen the pro-European forces in Germany, the forces of constructive dialogue. The relations between the overall relations might become a bit more easy. This is my guess, and now overall between Serbia and the European Union after the election. But we have to wait and see after May.
You remarked that you said that in Germany there is no tension between Serbia and Serbians. From some personal experience, I know some people that tried to get a visa from Serbia, tried to get visas to go to Germany, and had a lot of difficulties. And were actually told on the phone that the reason that they couldn't get visas, or that they were given very limited visas, was for, let's just say, it's political. It's actually political. And many people you can see on the news that were from Croatia were given visas very easily, or sometimes from the parties to the passport. given these two experiences, I drew the idea that there was some tension and that there was some bias that existed. Were these just particular events that just happened to occur for these reasons, or is because that's just what came to my mind when you said that?
I don't know, I haven't heard of that, but generally speaking, I can possibly give you an answer. In our consulate, as in the Spanish consulate, there is one key question if somebody applies for a visa. For a visa to spend holidays there or go on a visit, the key question is, will he go back? Will he go back? After the end of this holiday or this business, will he go back to Scotland or to Britain? This is the key question. And for Serbs who live here, the question can easily be answered. They will certainly will go back to Britain. Why should he leave Scotland and Britain? This is would be the normal assumption from our side. So we wouldn't see any risk in Serb or from Britain, from Scotland here visiting Germany. From other parts of the world, things might be different. They might be waiting just to leave their own country and to stay for good in Germany. And at the moment, we only get limited access to guest workers. That's a fact. So sometimes political reasons are assumed in cases where it's purely economic question that played a part in that. But we're not talking about political criminals and people who have committed war crimes in the wars.
No, of course not. It's actually people that I knew that wanted to go on vacation. Not vacation.
From where? From where?
Yes. Studying here.
From here?
Students. They wanted to go see a film festival, and it took 3 months to get a visa after considerable negotiations.
I've inquired about this, and it's the first time I hear this. It might take some time, but generally speaking, I hardly see anybody who has his application refused. So it comes as a surprise to me. But I've inquired about this. There's recent cases?
Yeah, it's quite
okay, I've inquired about this. Thank you.
Do you have any more questions, perhaps from someone new?
So I'm actually going to play devil's advocate and continue her points about not supporting other regional successions. For instance, the German consul has been saying that this is a unique case, yet it can be compared a lot to issues, for instance, in Caucasus, in Georgia.